all I know is how to run. The whole game.
The last time that this ball was right here in this spot was July 29th, 1993. Yeah, this ball went flying to about that house right above my shoulder there. It's about 275 feet. At that age I was 12. We were playing in a Little League All-Star tournament. I just hit one of the largest home runs that probably a 12-year-old's ever hit. So after I hit that home run, the guy that was running this tournament, he walks up behind me here and asks me if I was the one that just hit that home run. Then he comes right into the dugout and extends his hand with the ball, and he's like, "Here, I want you to have this." Usually what happens is the kids are running around chasing the balls and they wait for the next dead ball, throw the ball into the umpire. So that means that guy probably tracked these kids down before they were even able to do that, to make sure that he got the ball from them to give to me. So it meant a lot to me then, and it still means a lot to me now. The next day we played a team that had a fantastic pitcher. I mean, he was throwing fast. I believe they pretty much almost shut out every team they played during the tournament, except for us. We actually scored one run on them.
Jones walks, loading the bases for the catcher, Dustin Wood. Swinging a miss, the count's 0-1.
Stay down.
So that just happened right there. Why am I talking about baseball? I'll show you. This tape captures the very start of two different passions of mine. One was baseball. What you just saw was basically the finish out of the first year when I really started enjoying baseball. I ended up finishing that season with about 12 home runs. I've got several game balls from seasons after that. In 1993, what you saw was just a small portion of, that season. It was captured on this tape, but this tape also contains the start of my passion that I'm still pursuing today. Baseball's long gone. At 35 right now, I know I'm not going to become a professional baseball player. It would still be a dream of mine if I can do that, but it's just not going to happen. But filmmaking still can. And this tape captured just a couple months after that game that you just saw really shows that at the age of 12, I had a desire to become a filmmaker. And again, I didn't even know it. One of the things I had done was taken our camcorder and gone down to my train set. I set up the camera and tried to shoot the train in as much of a realistic way as possible. Who knew that at that age, I would have wanted to become a professional baseball player, but later on really wanted to become a filmmaker. And it's all captured on this tape. So 1993 was kind of a big year for me. It was kind of the year that kind of shaped who I am today. It was the year where I started paying attention to films and started to kind of analyze behind the scenes shots of movies. And the train set shooting wasn't necessarily my original idea. I actually got that idea from watching the behind the scenes of the movie The Fugitive. It's because they showed the old train sequences in the old TV show. They showed they used models for it and got the camera really low and tight on it. After seeing that, it was like I kind of wanted to experiment with it myself. So in the shots that you see, you can kind of see that the camera angle's a little bit high and then it eventually gets a little bit lower. And the high camera angle kind of frustrated me at that time because I couldn't get the camera any lower than the table. So I actually had to mount the camera off of the table to get the lower shots that I wanted, to get the camera below the height of the train to make the trains look as real and full size as possible. There's actually one more thing in 1993 that really has shaped my desire to want to become a filmmaker, and that is just got off work, heading someplace to do something that most people probably haven't done since 1993. This is a kind of a rare opportunity that kind of pops up, so I'm meeting Adam, which I'm not too sure if Adam's going to be in this vlog before this point, but this is the first time that Adam's going to be on this vlog, recorded wise. So supposed to meet him at 5:45, which it is now 5:45 right now. As you can see, traffic is moving very slowly. I'm still probably about 15 minutes out.
Hey, what's up, bud?
Where are you at?
Where am I at?
Yeah. Traffic's moving a little bit faster now, so I'll probably be there in like 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
So I'll see you soon.
Alright, sounds good, man.
Thank you. Hi. Do one for you.
Your total is $10.50.
Thank you. Thank you. So how old were you when Jurassic Park came out originally?
5.
5?
Nope.
Spring, summer of 93.
So yeah, if it was before August, I was 5.
So I was 12. Might be a little bit too dark to see, but oh well. So Jurassic Park. That's the third time I've seen that in the theater now. First time was in July of 93. I want to say it was probably July 3rd. The other time was in, I believe, 2012 they came out with a 3D version? I can't remember. Went and saw it then at that time. And I think it's pretty safe to say that Jurassic Park has been the most influence on me because this is the first book I read voluntarily without any school project. This was the second book I read without any school project. I've watched this VHS tape more than any other movie in my collection. This is probably the second most watched thing in my movie collection. I made this model, this one, and this one. I have a Barbasol can that unscrews. But the biggest thing in my Jurassic Park collection is Jurassic Park pinball machine. So yeah, Jurassic Park, it's just been one of those movies that I have to watch every year. Behind the scenes tape that I have, it came with the actual Jurassic Park movie. Like I said, I probably watched that just as much as the actual movie itself. The pinball machine, found a guy who had a Jurassic Park pinball machine locally for a really good price, so I couldn't pass it up, so I ended up getting it. I've restored it, I've rebuilt it. It's basically just like new again. It's been a fun project and I really enjoy having it. It's fun to play. So again, if you enjoy these things, please subscribe. It's going to get more into filmmaking, I swear it is. I'm just kind of going over my early history at this point. Pretty soon we'll be getting into the very first actual thing. Not too sure if you can call it a film. The first project that I actually put together and edited is between two VCRs. I've kind of figured it out myself, so It was a high school project, so I'll be talking about that here in the next episode or two.